On January 26, 1897, Miss Charlotte M. Mallett spoke to a student group at the chapel hour. She spoke on the subject college fraternities, which sparked interest of several students. On February 26, a new fraternity had its first meeting. The founders of the fraternity were all cadets at the university. Roland Roscoe James, William Raper Kennedy, James Thompson Kingsbury, and George Morin Patterson were the founders. Roland Roscoe James was a freshman while the other three were seniors. Samuel and Maurice Bayard were the first initiates of the fraternity. These two people were members of the fraternity before a name was selected or a constitution was adopted. Many of the first meetings were held at the old Bayard House. At the Bayard House, the constitution was written and the first ritual was developed and used in the loft of the family's carriage house. Miss Bayard, the mother of the first two initiates, took deep interest in the organization and used her influence to steer Tau Phi Delta in the right direction. Tau Phi Delta was hardly a fraternity as understood today. It was a combination of fraternity idea and an old-style literacy society that flourished in most U.S. colleges in the 19th century. The chapter met in a college building and met on Friday nights. Literacy programs were carried out with utmost seriousness and decorum. Tau Phi Delta did possess a secret password and grip that included initiation ritual. In the winter of 1903 to 1904, the fraternity stopped meeting at the college building. Instead, the fraternity rented a small cottage on 110 South 3rd Street. This cottage was occupied until the end of the college year. This cottage was considered the first chapter house occupied by the fraternity. During the following year, a large hall over Business House on Main Street was rented. This was given up about 1907 for a suite of rooms in the old colonial residence of Judge J.P. L. Weems at 222 North 4th Street. The badge of Tau Phi Delta was a simple black shield with border of gold where its Greek letters were displayed. The colors of the fraternity were black and gold, with its official flower as the red clover. Tau Phi Delta faced expansion from 1904 to 1905. In May 1905, Indiana members petitioned second chapter. The petition was denied because people believed the proposed chapter couldn't compete with other fraternities. This was the first time the organization first called itself a fraternity, and steps were taken towards incorporation under laws of Indiana. One of the members proposed to expand the fraternity into a national organization with chapters in junior colleges also considered. Suitable material was not found and the project abandoned without formal action. February 11, 1907 was a significant date in the fraternity's history. This date symbolized the last time the members assembled as Tau Phi Delta. Tau Phi Delta had limited ambitions for expansion. The fraternity became known as Sigma Pi Fraternity of the United States, and this program established chapters on other campuses. The only explanation on the change of name was the circumstances which led to the selection of Sigma Pi and discarding the name Tau Phi Delta were more unusual and are probably unprecedented in annals of fraternity affairs. The story of how Sigma Pi received its name was through the Patterson episode in 1978, where George Patterson lied about being a member of Sigma Pi, which convinced Tau Phi Delta to change its name. In 1984, the fraternity changed its name again. At the 37th Biennial Convocation, Sigma Pi accepted its first Canadian chapter, Zeta Iota, at Western Ontario. Sigma Pi became an international fraternity. Sigma Pi today has 123 chapters, 6 colonies, and over 95,000 alumni. The symbol of Sigma Pi is the owl. The colors are lavender, white, and gold. The flower is lavender orchid. The jewel is emerald.